Right now, we'd like to welcome to GrooveRadio.tv. Destructo is our special guest. How you doing, Destructo? Welcome back.
Feeling good, Eagle. Feeling good.
It's good to have you here. You know, Destructo is a name that's been around for over 20 years, and I've known you for all this time, and for a while, you were not really involved in the electronic dance music scene, and then you came back into the electronic dance music scene, and came back really strong and hard. And what made you come back?
Well, I've always been in the dance music scene. I just was more involved with producing records and, you know, managing artists and being behind the scenes. And then, you know, no one buys CDs anymore. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try and get involved in electronic music with a ticket. So let's start a live concert and DJ like I did back in the early 90s and see what'll happen. And my first event, you know, we had Justice and Peaches and A-Track and Aoki and Two Live Crew, and it just blew up from there.
Yeah. How many hard events have you done?
I don't know, a lot.
And so you just did one at the Wiltern Theater, and is that like a dance party or more like a concert event?
I'd say it's a combination of both, but definitely people are jumping up and down and you know, having a good time. So I'd like to call it a electronic dance concert.
Right. So that's now a smaller event, but by no means does that mean that you're going to be doing smaller events, because I heard that you're planning Hard Summer. What can you tell us about that?
Well, last year we did the Hard Summer Music Festival in downtown LA. We sold 30,000 tickets. We're the largest music festival in Los Angeles. And this year we've decided to expand to 2 days.
Wow.
And we're going to announce the lineup very soon. We have 4 stages, so each night you have 4 different themes of electronic music, so 8 areas total. And I'm just really excited to tell everybody who's going to be performing and what we're doing.
Can you give us any hints?
I'll be there.
Yeah, well, that's going to be very good. So you have a brand new EP out, like you've gone back to being a producer, because I think you used to produce records early in your career, right? Your own music.
Yeah, I've always tried to make electronic music, and I've just never really found the right combination of people to work with, because I consider myself more of a producer. You know, there's people that can play drums, piano, guitar, everything, you know, a lot better than me, but I know how to kind of put it all together. And I finally ran into these guys. They're called Oliver, and we just hit it off. And finally, after all this time, I found guys that I'm on the same page with musically, and we just, you know, started making tracks like one a night. It's been amazing.
Okay, and how many have you made? And
we've made a lot. You know, we've done a bunch of remixes, and I only get to go to the studio once a week because I have a lot of other things to do. Like most of these guys, you know, they're in the studio all day long. I'm, you know, working on producing shows and managing artists, and so once a week, but maybe 10 tracks we've probably put together so far.
But now there is an EP out on the Boys Noise label. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the first song that we made, it was called Technology, and we put it out there, and Boys Noise started playing it in his set, and he thought it was kind of like a big record that was already out. And I'm like, no, like nobody even knows about this song. And he was like, wow. So he's like, maybe I should put it out on my label. And I was like can't even believe it. Like after all this time, Boys Noise wants to release something that I made.
Yeah.
So he's like, you got to make some more songs. So we made a couple more tracks, and then I asked him if one of his guys on his label, Yan Driver, would do a remix. Who's like one of my heroes, and he got Yan Driver to do a mix. And then we had BS1 do a couple mixes and made a video, and we got a release.
Wow, congratulations. That is awesome, Destructo. And you mentioned that you are also managing artists. What artists are you managing right now?
Well, the first guys that I'm managing are the Oliver guys that we just discussed. I was managing the Crookers for a while back in the day, but they're a little difficult to deal with.
No, really? The Italians?
Yeah, fun guys to party with, but, you know, they're not really showing up on time for things, so it's kind of hard. I love those guys, though. But no, I'm working with Oliver right now, and we're looking for a few more people to work with, but, you know, I think I have them hands full with Oliver, and they're, you know, their sound is really fresh and different, and, you know, they're kind of like a disco vibe, and I feel like we really need that at Hard, and I want to, you know, I've been putting them in, and they've just been doing a great job. So you're going to be doing the Hard Festival, the summer festival coming up in downtown LA. It's going to be at the same place where you were last time? Right, the LA State Historic Park.
Okay, all right. That's right across from where the new Groove Radio studios are going to be.
Right.
Like Spring, on that Spring
1205 Spring, yep. And you've got the Chinatown Metro right there.
Right, exactly. Cool place in downtown LA. Very good. So your new Technology EP is out on the Boys Noise label, and there is a song called, is it Los Angeles?
It's called L.A. Funky.
Okay, L.A. Funky. And what inspired you to do that song?
Well, you know, I was turning in the tracks for Boys Noise, and he was saying, like, why don't you try a different vibe? You know, like, instead of making all these hard techno tracks, like, why don't you try and just mix it up? So I was like, okay, what could we do? And I thought, you know, because we know all the styles of electronic music, maybe try something with like some breaks or some 808s or just more of a fun, happy, you know, summertime vibe. We were doing the Holy Ship event, and I wanted something you could play in the sunshine in the afternoon. So that's how we kind of came up with it, with the funky piano, and it just works pretty well.
And that's like a little short movie where L.A. Funky is part of that soundtrack.
Yeah, and the Holy Ship clip, it's the first song on there.
Oh, okay. You're also playing the Coachella Festival. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
That and 2 weekends back to back.
I know, what a year to get booked. I get to play twice.
I know, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Can't wait for that Heart Festival to come this summer. I know you can't really tell us about any specific artists yet, but maybe you can give us a little bit of a tease in terms of the 4 stages you're going to have.
Okay, well, we have the main stage, which we call the hard stage, and that's mostly, you know, live artists, live bands, and the biggest DJs. Then we have the harder stage, which on Friday night it's a techno area, and on Saturday night it's a dubstep area. And then we have the funk and disco area, which on Friday night's funk and disco, and Saturday night's house. And then the 4th stage we have is A-Track. I'm giving A-Track his own Fool's Gold area to do a lot of up and coming new hip hop. And then that area on the Saturday night will be Skrillex's Oslo stage. So he'll have a lot of his Oslo guys on that stage.
Wow. Wow, what a great night that's going to be, or a great couple of nights.
2 nights, yeah.
2 nights in a row in downtown Los Angeles. Do you know that, can you announce the dates?
Yeah, the dates are August 3 and 4. Tickets are already on sale, so we've sold thousands of tickets, and I try to get people to buy their ticket early because it's a lot cheaper.
Right.
And they support, you know, those are our true supporters, and then when the lineup comes out, obviously, it gets a little more expensive, so if you want to, you know, get in early. It seems to be happening. So
okay. And what is that website?
Our website is hardfest.com.
Okay. So we're conducting this interview here at Power 106, and this is a place you're familiar with because in the beginning of career, you started out here as an intern. Is that right?
Yeah, I drove the van and passed out stickers, and me and Richard Humpty Vision, we drove the van. I actually crashed the van, so.
And that ended your career at Power 106, right?
Yeah, I think I was on a way to some underground party, and then I jumped from Power 106 to downtown LA warehouse parties.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again for coming in, Destructo. It was great seeing you again. Congratulations. You really deserve it on all your hard events. I know they're favorites here in Southern California. And you're going to be moving those into other places as well, right?
Yeah, well, we've done a couple tours of the U.S., and we're actually this year we're doing a hard arena in Australia at Stereosonic, so we'll be doing 2 weekends there, and then we're doing a big show in Canada with Justice and M83 August 4, and we're trying to get to Europe too. So
wow,
it's just, you know, I don't know. I should have been doing this the whole time. I shouldn't have stopped doing shows.
Well, you had to work it up to this, maybe.
Yeah. But,
Technology is the name of the new EP. Thanks again to Destructo. Awesome.
Cool, and thank you, Egil, for keeping this music going for so long. You're an inspiration to me.
Well, thank you, Destructo.